I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance?
I did.
If the bearer... The director was a brutal man.
The registry was... There was no sign of a body.
I pray that all their names are here. My friends, I can still remember children who would take no explanation.
They'd be happy to know that...
But why did I make it out alive?
It's not your fault. See that their names live on.
I'm going to write a book. An account of the whole. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of the...
Neither will I.
These records...
Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of the... and I convinced him. He told me something, that the truth is just a matter of... and that if enough people believe a lie...
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable, provided that those who wish to change it can convince. As the sad history...
You said that the book inspired you to become a...
It did. She was a heretic, you see. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, and that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly? Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth.
I'll try, Vivian.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. All done?
It's him, I tell you. The Crown Prince of Sunbreak.
Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how different.
I suppose it's not.
She doesn't think she
And that's why we need to let her know that we still need her. But how to do that?
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill?
To see the snow daisies. I remember it was the first time Father had allowed us. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down.
In the rain. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say...
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished...
Man's Hill.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much...
You're saying I should go and scout the area for band?
I'm saying... we... What would you do without me?
It's usually me making to... Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by telling you that this was some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among the supervise, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding. Alas, our time together, I had not expected to...
Have you spoken with it?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied. Especially not when I know he dwells upon the evil.
The guilt weighs heavily, but as you say, that was all.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, and I did nothing to ease that burden. It is one of my greatest regrets, and what he truly needed, the blame for Dion's transgressions.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse fabulists and fraudsters all, of course.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's. Whether they still survive there, I know not.
It's all right. I'll find you.
Thank you, Clive.
Run like the wind. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Thanks, Gal. Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose. Oarsman.
You did?
I think I... You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Oh,
It's no trouble. Your Highness,
No.
our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates? No. Not after everything I have done. I have taken count all because I was... I have sworn to atone for my crime, but were I to meet with him again...
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself.
I must, at the very least, offer him my... Very well, then.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, not to mention the wyvern tales.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak...
What's this?
A stolas quill, or more precisely, it is said that an owl's feathers, so consider this, that one day...
Well, thank you, Harpocrates.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or... So, will it be?
And? This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive. We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where...
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of it?
Someone at the backyard. Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Say what you will, Lady Karen Searush.
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow.
Snow daisies. Then you'll... I reckon Man's Hill both have similar climbs and the right elevation.
Right.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the royal meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that's...
Whose shores border the meadow.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Run like the wind. The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful. She'll love them.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the sky. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now.
Jill,
There is?
it's, how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. Yeah,
You don't need to say anything. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill?
you saw me crying and thought a change of scene. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding.
I'm sorry.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry. No one thought to ask me what I was nothing to them.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. And I knew then, no matter what, I'll never forget that. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back.
You're right.
And we'll do it together.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
Ready, go? I can walk from here. Harmon's madness lives on. Rest in peace.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men.
You deserve a rest.
claw. The one who drove His Highness to madness. On your knees.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
All your
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side. You're not from the... Well, then what were you? And if you had?
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. What I mean, the crystal is
massive. Aye. Clive! You off then?
There's something about it. I feel like it's
Trouble with your gear, or something Fordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And? What do I owe the honor? See that sword of yours stays oiled.
First the eyes, then the crystal. What next?
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most of the beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons that...